Good moon and good mooning. Now, the OG, the absolutely OG Jeromes, remember when we used to start videos off with the simultaneous sip in the morning? But I don't know. So one of the reasons I don't wear white a lot is because I drink a lot of coffee, a lot of danger there, as well as I eat lots of saucy things. So it's just no bueno. So we're going to fire up another 7-round Vikings mock draft today. We're on the Pro Football Network simulator. I want to get nuts. It's a beautiful day to get nuts. D's nuts. So proposing a trade. Washington. Come on, commies. All right, so we say that Adam Peters wants to trade down. Wants a team build, right? He needs some picks, so we will oblige him. Now, I do think that this one is going to cost a lot. If the Vikings want to get all up in there, I think this one could be a little bit expensive. So we are going to do 11-23, a 4th-round pick, 129, as well as a future first-rounder. Propose, enhance, trade rejected. All right, we'll try one more time. One more time. And if it doesn't go, it doesn't go. All right, so I know people are going to get mad. I know that people are going to get very upset about this, but this is what it's probably going to cost. And they may even say no. But the starch of giving away the Vikings third is taken out, is that the Vikings probably get at least 1/3 in terms of comp picks. So we're going 11-23, 4th rounder, 1st and a 3rd. Enhance. And they said no anyway. All right, so whatever. So New England. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. All right, so Patriots. I do think that this is going to be a little bit expensive. All right, so we'll include the good 4th rounder and the future first. Hey, accepted. We're finally someone. We're finally a contender. I could have been someone. Oh, no, I don't want to restart. How about just go? Zoom. There you go. All right, so the Vikings. The Patriots are offering a trade up. No. All right, so Vikings sitting here at 3. So now they have this interesting situation where they have the choice between J.J. McCarthy and Jaden Daniels. Now, we've talked about why Kevin O'Connell would want J.J. McCarthy, where McCarthy is a guy that's going to play in the flow of the offense. He's going to play on script and all of those things, right? And plus the fact that he has a ton of experience in a pro-style system, a lot of under center, a lot of play action, a lot of boot action. He's very familiar with those concepts, right? So he'd be able to walk in day one, even if he didn't start day one, and he would already have a leg up. Now, with Williams, May, and Daniels, so we've used this analogy before. J.J. McCarthy is a guy who's very good at sheet music. He'd be first chair concerto. It's not a word. First chair trombone. Suggestive. In the symphony orchestra or first chair violinist, whatever, but he needs the sheet music, he needs a conductor, right? Now, Williams, May, and to a degree Daniels, they're jazz. They're just out there scatting. It's going to be a good time. So, Williams and May are a little bit more gunslingers. Jaden Daniels, he's a little less gunslinger, but he is a little bit more highly variant. And I do think that the ceilings for Williams, May, and Daniels are sky high. I do think that the floor for McCarthy is higher than all 4 of them. All right, so we're gonna shake things up. We're gonna make Justin Jefferson happy. So SkoLSU, Jaden Daniels, welcome on in. You are the next quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings. I saw that McCarthy went 12 to the Broncos. I actually don't expect McCarthy to get past the Giants at 6. But we'll see what happens. But big-time gamble for the Vikings as Jaden Daniels, 11-23, and a future first-rounder. Moved down 1 spot. Yeah, we'll accept that. We'll pick up a 7th. All right, so let's go see what the hell happened up here. All right, so Williams, May, Daniels, Harrison Jr., 4. Neighbors at 5. I feel like that's relatively straightforward. Fashanu at 6. I don't know, man. Unless all the hype is BS, I don't think that they would pass on McCarthy. The Patriots take McCarthy. Oh, this is exactly what happened in the Yahoo draft, except flip-flop McCarthy and Daniels. It's funny. The Packers came up and traded for Terry and Arnold. Ooh, spicy. Jared Verse, Bowers, Fuaga, BTJ, Latude. JPJ going to the Dolphins. Wiggins, Chop, blah, 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 blah. Tavondre Sweat going to Carolina. Kind of like that. Johnny Newton falls out of the first round, goes to Jacksonville. Penix goes to the Raiders in the second round. Let's just see where the quarterbacks go, because that's what we're all about, man. Is Bo Nix still on board? Into the third. Rattler goes at the top of the fourth to the Patriots. Jordan Travis goes. Where the hell did Bo Nix go? Oh, Bo Nix goes to the Jets at 27. Wow. I did not see that coming. Anyways, so we are on the clock at 1:30. So now James Williams, got him listed as linebacker, safety, sort of do-it-all guy. Dylan Laub, the pride of Strong Island by way of University of New Hampshire. Kyrie Jackson is there. Theo Johnson, Tanner Bertolini. Brendan Davis. Jaden needs a tall receiver. Tyler Davis, I like a lot. Bo Limmer. I feel like Bo Limmer's underrated. And I understand the worry about taking an undersized center, but Bo Limmer's a stud, man. I love me some Bo Limmer. I think that if you draft Limmer, you compete for one of the guard spots right away. I think that he would supplant Bradbury next year, since the Vikings seem committed to him. Actually, I've talked myself into it. Bo Limmer. Hey, Bo Limmer. Well, hold on. Hey, Bo Limmer. That's right. There we go. All right, so we are back up. Zach Zinter, do we just double and triple down on the offensive line right now? Because let's check out defensive line. All right, so Gabe Hall, Christian Boyd is going to be all up in that mix. Evan Anderson is there. Zion Logue. It's good times. Yeah, so we could certainly get all up in there. Edge. Xavier Thomas, Mo Kamara, Brennan Jackson, our guy, Miles Cole. I feel like Miles Cole can be a little something. Cornerback wise, Quan Hardy, still. Monroe, I like. Harden. There we go. All right. So we're up here. Mustafa is there. I feel like I can't get away from Zinter. Yeah, I'm just. I have a Gabe Hall, though. I like me some Gabe Hall. All right, so we're going to gamble a little bit because I feel like I know that Gabe Hall is available in the 7th round in the PFF one all the time, but I almost ignore that because I don't expect him to be there. But Gabe Hall, in terms of getting that quick first step penetration, I think Gabe Hall is going to be a little something. All right, so we're back up in that ass. Let's see here. Javon Foster. All right, so Foster is there if we want a swing tackle project. Javion Cohen, I like a lot. Tyler Davis from Clemson, if we want to double down on D-line. Randolph, the other Illini defensive tackle. But I do like Cohen. And some size and some attitude in this spot, formerly at Alabama. So now Boyd is there. Fortunately, we lost Mizzou. All right, so do we just go back and forth and just take all of these defensive linemen and offensive linemen? Yes, that's exactly what we're doing. Woo! Let's go. All right, so Christian Boyd, Gabe Hall. No, there's not like a true blue 350-pound zero-tech nose tackle, but sort of is what it is. Sion Vaki is there. Omar Spites. Omar's coming. I like it. Andres Cephas. All right, let's do something a little weird. Of course, that's what we always do. All right, so Anthony Gould. I like Anthony Gould a lot. Casey Washington, running back wise, Steele Vidal, Dylan Johnson. So we can swing by. Oh well, we're already in the 7th round. So now we're just going to take our guys. So Dylan Johnson, so has size, has some upside. He was the straw that stirred the drink on that Washington offense. When he got dinged up against Michigan, it was a different ballgame. Let's see. Anthony Gould, the pride of Oregon State. Oh, RIP Pac-12. That's what we're doing, man. Then tight end. I wonder if they're down on Span 4 too. Or did he go? It's possible. Quarterbacks. Remember Kedon Slovis was going to be that guy at USC? Definitely didn't turn out that way. But I think the Vikings could certainly snag a quarterback in terms of a UDFA. Torrey Taylor, do we just take him? Or do we get him almost as a regional territorial UDFA? It's possible. Defensively, we did not address cornerback, but it is what it is. Quentin Newsome, we'll take Newsome. Why? There you go. I know that people are going to get mad, but do not care. Do not care in the slightest. All right, so we did it. We did the damn thing. We made the move with the Patriots, and yes, it is going to be expensive. I don't care what the trade charts are going to say. The Vikings are going to pay a premium, but it's the cost of doing business. So the Vikings give up 11-23, as well as one of the fourth rounders. Did they give a fourth round? Yeah, they did. 108, as well as the 2025 first round pick. So they're all in. Chips are all in on Jaden Daniels, SkoLSU. Daniels and Darnold will now battle it out. And Daniels, the upside is there. And the comparisons between him and Lamar Jackson, Daniels does bring that extra dimension on the ground. And if Kevin O'Connell fully buys in and catering the offense to Daniels' work, I think Daniels is Lamar's never going to be that perfect pure pocket passer. Daniels does have that skill set. So Daniels coming into the league is by far a better passer than Lamar was coming out of Louisville. So Daniels can drop into the bucket. He's got a big-time arm, and I think that Daniels does check a lot of the boxes. You do worry about the way that he throws his body around. You do worry that he's a little bit older of a prospect too, but all in. All freaking in, and Kevin O'Connell better be in too. And then we double down on the offensive line. Bo Lemmer, physical freak, upside center from Arkansas. Sue. Pig. I don't know. What is a Razorback's just a hog, like a feral hog, right? Tears up gardens and stuff. They're a problem down in Texas, and also like javelinas and stuff. Having on Cohen, so we're back. We are back to having some size and getting after things along the offensive line. Gabe Hall, great flexibility, great physical ability. Going to be that quick first step penetrator. Christian Boyd, who I love, would have set the bench press record at the combine, except he got snubbed. And he's a guy that, lower level of competition, but has good size, can two gap, can be against the run, as well as get after things with the pass rush. I think that Linval Joseph adjacent. Certainly we'll take that at this point. And we didn't come away with a 350-pound nose tackle, except that hasn't really been Flores' modus operandi at One Tech. I mean, as evidenced by Kyrus Tonga not playing. Dylan Johnson, so coming in from Washington, where does have some size, does have some power, can run between the tackles, also a little bit of upside on the outside, and also Anthony Gould. I like Anthony Gould. I think that in terms of sleeper receivers, getting him in the 7th round and competing as a wide receiver 3, 4, 5 will certainly be good. And then we picked up cornerback Quentin Newsome from Nebraska as depth in the 7th round. So it really is all about Jaden Daniels in this one. And you traded up. Yes, you gave up a lot. Yes, but it's sort of like Brandon Beane and Josh Allen with the Bills. Is the juice worth the squeeze? We're gonna find out, man. We're gonna find out. But also, hey, Justin Jefferson's probably gonna be happy, so he'll extend. There you go. But that's it. 7-round Vikings mock draft on this beautiful Saturday. You guys know what to do. Skol, production value.